Okay, I know this is going to hit like a boulder, but here it is. Have you ever wrote out your manifestation goals, stuck them on a timeline, and then wonder why they never actually happened or fell painfully short? I doubt that it's because you're lazy or unworthy. I believe it's because you've been taught to chase outcomes instead of align with them. Today, we're going to talk about why that happens, why goal setting often backfires in energetic terms, and what to do instead, so you can actually receive what you're calling in. I'm Liz, your cosmic rookie way shower. Half human, half avatar, here to help you decode how to have real shifts in your spiritual awakening journey. Many of you are standing with one foot in the old world and one in the new. If your habits and routines no longer resonate, it's because your soul is already aligning with something higher. You're shifting, and that's exciting. Before we dig in, here is a special offer. Please stick around to the end for what I call the cosmic wink, a special message from your highest self. Let's start here. Expectation is control, dressed up as faith. It feels like you're focused, like you're taking charge of your future. Okay, so under the surface, expectation is almost always rooted in fear, lack, and a desperate need to prove you're doing it right. Let's talk about what expectation says. But first, I want to share a product I'm excited about. Astrology has always been of interest to me. The stars always know before we do. This free astrology reading gave me a peek into what's unfolding in my life and what's just around the corner. Turns out some powerful shifts are already in motion. And now, I'm way more prepared for what's coming. It's completely free while the site is in test mode. Click the link in the show notes and see what the stars are whispering about what's coming for you. Okay, so expectation says this has to happen, and it has to happen like this, and it has to happen by this date, or it means something's wrong with me. Something awful might happen if I don't make it work, or maybe the universe just isn't listening at all. See the tension? That tight, demanding energy creates resistance, mentally, emotionally, and vibrationally. You're not in receiving mode when you're trying to force your desire into existence. You're chasing it with the frequency of, I don't have this and I need it now. And that energy? It broadcasts loud and clear to the universe. I'm afraid this won't happen. And that's the actual vibration that gets matched. Most of us were raised in a world that rewards effort and deadlines. We're taught from childhood to set goals, attach timelines, and judge our worth by how well we execute them. But in spiritual terms, that model doesn't hold up. Because here's what really happens. When you assign your desire a timeline, you collapse the infinite possibilities into a single, narrow outcome. And the more specific the demand, the more likely you are to miss the full version of what your soul is actually calling in. You trade flow for pressure and alignment for performance, and that performance, it usually leads to disappointment, self blame, and burnout, especially when the thing doesn't arrive on time. What energy are you in when you're asking? Because the way you ask is the frequency you're radiating, and the universe doesn't respond to your words, it responds to that frequency. If the desire is sent out with panic, control, or unworthiness attached to it, it can't come in clean. What you're about to hear is the truth most mainstream systems, whether spiritual or self help, conveniently leave out. They keep teaching you to script the perfect future, lock it to a deadline, and then work harder to align with it. But here's the real kicker: you are not a failure. You're just trying to manifest from your head instead of your frequency. And it's not your fault because this whole system was set up to keep you chasing. I would love for you to answer this in the comments. Have you ever set a manifestation goal with a specific deadline and then felt disappointed, discouraged, or even ashamed when it didn't happen? Tell me what it was and how it made you feel. You're not alone in this. Let's name it, claim it, and shift it together. This isn't just energetic, it hits your biology too. When you're in expectation, especially one tied to a specific outcome and timeline, you're telling your nervous system, stay alert, watch for danger. Something needs to happen soon or we're not okay. That triggers a stress response, mild or major. You might feel it as tension, impatience, obsessive overthinking, or checking your phone 47 times a day for some kind of cosmic confirmation. You cycle between hope and anxiety, trying to feel aligned while your body is screaming, something's off. Your nervous system is trying to solve a problem that your ego created by expecting something external to complete you. And when you don't hit that goal, or it takes longer than you wanted, your nervous system gets hit again. Disappointment, frustration, guilt, shame, a full blown emotional crash. This loop becomes a trauma pattern. Set goal, expect outcome, stress out, feel like a failure, question your worth, try again, harder. It's spiritual burnout masquerading as motivation, and it might not even be just your pattern. This can go deeper, sometimes it's karmic. If you've carried lifetimes of proving your worth through effort, of being rewarded only for suffering, then the habit of chasing and striving feels familiar, even safe. So you keep repeating it, setting big goals, doing more, pushing harder, thinking this time you'll finally arrive. But doing more from the wrong energetic state doesn't create momentum. It creates resistance. Every action taken from a frequency of lack only deepens that lack. Every thought that says, this better work or else, keeps you stuck in survival mode manifestation. You're not lazy. You're not failing. You're just exhausted from trying to manifest from fear, doubt, and pressure, thinking the universe needs to be impressed before it delivers. You don't need to stop dreaming, you just need to stop chasing. That doesn't mean doing nothing, it means learning how to act from clarity instead of contraction. Because when expectation runs the show, it's not your higher self leading. It's a triggered nervous system wearing a vision board like armor. Think of frequency like a tuning fork. High frequency receiving is soft, open, peaceful, and trusting. Expectation is like trying to slam two puzzle pieces together that don't actually fit. When you expect something specific on your timeline in your way, you're locking into a mental blueprint. But manifestation doesn't follow blueprints, it follows vibration. Expectation narrows your field of possibility. It cuts off creative flow. It tells the universe, this is the only way I'll accept this, which is the energetic equivalent of crossing your arms and waiting. That's not co creation, that's resistance. Here's how it plays out emotionally. You get inspired, you write the goal, you visualize, you feel excited at first, you think this might finally work. Then, it doesn't happen as fast as you thought. Doubt creeps in. You start looking for signs or forcing effort. The gap between where you are and where you want to be gets louder. You crash. You blame yourself. You start to feel unworthy. Then you do it all again with a new goal. This loop isn't just exhausting, it's unnecessary. And here's what most people don't realize. The universe isn't responding to your goals. It's not reacting to how many affirmations you say or how detailed your vision board is. It's responding to your frequency, to what you're actually holding, believing, and feeling inside. This is the law of resonance in action. Whatever energetic signal you send out through your dominant vibration is what you call back to you. That means your inner state is creating your outer experience, not the other way around. So, if you're vibrating with anxiety, fear, pressure, and doubt, even if you're doing all the right manifesting steps, your reality reflects that. It might show up as stuckness, delays, or things almost working, but never quite clicking. If you want your outside world to shift, you don't force the goal harder, you shift the frequency behind it. This is where allowing and the law of assumption come in. Allowing isn't passivity, it's not about giving up the desire. It's about releasing the resistance around how and when it has to happen. It's an open, relaxed frequency that trusts the unfolding because it knows the desire is already done on a higher level. An assumption, that's the deeper layer. You don't hope your manifestation will happen, you assume that it already has. You feel into the identity of the version of you who already has it, and you move from there. It's not, I'll feel aligned once it arrives. It's, I align first, then it comes because it has to. That's how resonance works. Your internal state is the signal, and the signal must return to its source. So, if your space is filled with frustration, self doubt, and constant checking, that's the vibration. And the law of resonance will reflect that right back to you. But when you shift into trust, into knowing, into the calm assumption that what you desire is already yours, that's when you stop chasing and start receiving. We'll show you exactly how to do that in the next episode. If this feels familiar, if you've been riding that loop of expectation and burnout, know this: it's not your fault. You've been taught to approach manifestation like a to do list, but the truth is, you were never supposed to chase your desires. They are already in you, waiting for you to become the version of you ready to receive them, and that starts by letting go of the expectation trap. All right, before we wrap, let's do your cosmic wink. Check the timestamp on the video right now. That number? That's your personal message from your higher self. Just type angel number plus the time, no colon, into Google and see what guidance pops up for you today. If this episode lovingly tugged your manifesting method out of its comfort zone, click like if you did, share it with someone who will enjoy, and subscribe if you're into real awakening, not just vibes and vision boards. And hey, comment below if you've ever tried to manifest with a planner and a panic attack. In the next episode, we'll break down exactly how to shift from expectation into allowing. Not surrendering in a give up way, but in a powerful, grounded, high frequency way. If you've ever felt like you were doing everything right but still coming up empty, don't miss it. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to keep showing up for yourself, especially when it gets messy. I'm glad you hit play today, and the you who's daring to shift even when it's hard. Let me know if there is something specific you want to understand or learn. I've got a full deck we can pull from. This space is yours too.